and look exhausting. As the mist returns, the dancing birds disappear from view. But Tadashi is delighted. Not only has he seen a ribbon-tailed astrapia, he's filmed their courtship dance. A week has passed since Tadashi arrived in New Guinea. The sun peers out between the clouds. As if on cue, plants burst into life. Tadashi continues his journey. He arrives at a small clearing where local people have felled trees to build homes. Tropical forests normally shut out sunlight. Clearings create a different environment. Bright light and warm sunshine encourage fruit trees to grow, which attract a host of wildlife. For Tadashi, it's a chance to see more of the birds he loves. But so many birds out in the open also attract predators. A Brahminy kite scours the forest for food. A crested bird of paradise looks for a place to hide. Its bright orange feathers easily give it away. A Stephanes astrapia blends in more easily. Of all birds of paradise, Stephanes astrapia live at the highest altitude and are rarely seen. Their tail feathers were once highly prized and their numbers decimated by hunters. A brown sicklebill isn't as rare, but it does stand out. It is one of the largest birds of paradise. This is a female, and as her name suggests, her bill is bent like a sickle. It's the perfect shape for extracting food from hard-to-reach places. A male brown sicklebill sits nearby. His appearance is rather low-key for a bird of paradise, but what he lacks in looks, he makes up for in other ways. His courtship song sounds like a machine gun. It's purpose-built to entice females and frighten rivals. This film, taken by a local cameraman, gives an insight into the sicklebill's courtship ritual. Hidden beneath the male's wings is a striking plumage which he only displays in the presence of a female. He stands tall and shakes frantically. It's a dramatic gesture, and needs to be. Female birds of paradise are notoriously hard to please. The male pulls out all the stops. At full stretch, he's almost unrecognizable, and it seems irresistible. For Tadashi, it's a golden opportunity. He's never found such a good place to film birds of paradise before. After a week in New Guinea, Tadashi has filmed many stunning species and displays. Now he hopes to fulfill his ambition and film the bird which first inspired him, the blue bird of paradise. Tadashi leaves the mist and mountains behind him and makes his way down to the lower levels of the island. According to local villagers, blue birds of paradise are sometimes seen here. Sure enough, he isn't kept waiting long. Perched high on a tree is a male blue bird of paradise. Tadashi is overjoyed. It's his first sighting of one in the wild. Tadashi refers to the branch as the male's song post. There's plenty to eat nearby too. From the front, he looks fairly inconspicuous. It's not until he turns to the side that it reveals his true beauty. Orange plumes and flowing tail feathers enhance his image. But he can't rely on good looks alone. He calls for a mate as well. In no time at all, he has company. A female is lured, either by his call or a chance to feed. She has the same body color, but she doesn't have decorative feathers. And she doesn't have any interest in him. Hopefully, he'll find romance somewhere else. For Tadashi, it's been a day he won't forget. At long last, he's seen a blue bird of paradise. Birds of paradise have fascinated people for centuries. They were first taken to Europe in the early 16th century by the Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan. Their feathers were highly sought by collectors and by the fashion industry. Today, hunting birds of paradise is banned, and they are protected by law. It's thought around 40 different species live here in New Guinea. And this tree is home to 2 of them, the greater and Reggiana birds of paradise. Like the ribbon-tailed Astrapia, males of both species display in groups. Sometimes they all display together. Branches shake under the weight of gyrating males. Finally, a female enters the fray. Now the males really start to show off. A male greater bird of paradise tries to shine with some nimble moves. The female seems impressed. Mating is a brief affair, especially after such a build-up. But not all males like to share the limelight. Some prefer to go it alone, like the King of Saxony. He's crowned with 2 magnificent plumes, and they've attracted female attention. Her appearance has a sudden and dramatic effect. He seems to go into a frenzy. As if his moos weren't frantic enough, he sings as well. But despite his best efforts, the female's just not interested. The male superb bird is another performer who likes the stage to himself. Superb birds of paradise are relatively small, but males need to make a big impression. There are an unusually low number of females, so competition is especially fierce. It's led to one of the most elaborate courtship displays in the bird world. As he dances, his wings make a sharp clicking sound. His display is designed to show his strength, stamina, and virility. Sadly, his dance partners aren't always impressed. Not all birds of paradise display in trees. The lack of natural ground predators means some feel safe to use the forest floor instead. Like the male, magnificent bird of paradise. They are so small, they are heard more often than they're seen. And they are sticklers for detail. This male's found a clearing, which might work as a stage,